welcome back to another reading for SuMaan. Today I'm going to be checking Fahmaan and Sumbul's current energy. I'm going to be seeing if there's any current changes in their energies, if anything changed from the last time I checked for the two of them. So first I'm going to get started with Fahmaan. Let's see what is going on in Fahmaan's current energies towards Sumbul. How is Fahmaan feeling towards Sumbul right now? How is Fahmaan feeling? He has a lot of unanswered questions. Yeah, you guys, so for Fahmaan, with the High Priestess, he definitely does have a lot of questions. He really wants to act. He wants a new beginning with somebody. He does want a death and rebirth for the two of them. But he feels down. He feels with the tower, that something has broke. Not between him and Sumbul. I did tell you guys in the last reading that I do feel like maybe something happened between Sumbul and his father, which made maybe Fahmaan and Sumbul's plan sort of break. And that's what I'm feeling here with the tower. I do feel like maybe because of that certain situation that happened, he does feel like there has been a break of plans. There has been a collapse of plans of him and Sumbul. But you guys, I don't feel like he has given up. He with the Ace of Wands, he really wants a new beginning. He does have a lot of passion. He does have a lot of love for Sumbul that he's ready to give. He is ready to end all the bad things that happen between the two of them and start this new beginning. He is ready. And he is ready to fix things with Sumbul's father. But like I said, I do feel like maybe Sumbul did have a conversation with her father, and then maybe she did hint that maybe he wasn't really with the idea. And that's why, him and Sumbul do feel like their plans have collapsed, okay? But for Fahmaan, Sumbul really is everything, okay? And like I said, he does feel hanged up because of Sumbul's father. He with the Imperior, he does feel hanged up because of him. But he is okay with fixing things with her father still. Right now, I still do feel like he is okay with fixing things, and as long as it does mean that he can have Sumbul in his arms comfortably, that Sumbul can be with him and sit with him, and they can have fun together without having to worry about hiding things, without having to hide things from the world. He is ready to do anything with Sumbul's father. But like I said, they want to plan it in a good way. And if Sumbul does feel like her father's not open to the idea, then Fahmaan feels like, how can I come forward? If you guys understand what I'm meaning. So definitely that's what Fahmaan is feeling right now. Let me get more information. What else is Fahmaan feeling right now regarding Sumbul? What else is Fahmaan feeling regarding Sumbul? What's current energy towards Sumbul? Okay. Fahmaan, you guys, he has a lot of love for her. Here with the Ace of Cups, he has a lot of love for Sumbul, and that love has always been there and is always gonna stay there. His love for her is really unconditional. They both love each other very unconditionally. They both love each other a lot. And I do feel like they were working hand in hand. Like I said, I do feel like they were in contact. And here with the Six of Pentacles, they both were helping each other out. They both were planning things, and Fahmaan was the executor. Like I told you guys, that he needs to be the executor, and he's ready to be the executor. And I feel like when they contacted, he was that. He was planning. He was plotting. Him and somebody were working together. Him and somebody were talking about things together and deciding what is next. But like I said, I feel like Sumbul's father suddenly has blocked things off, and that's why they feel like they have to reset now. Fahmaan feels like he's lonely without Sumbul. Without Sumbul, if he goes, maybe if he's in his home and he sits alone, he does feel a lot of depression because, like I said, when he sits alone, that's when his thoughts come. That's when he's able to get out his sadness, because I do feel like around people he's not able to show his sadness to anyone. Um, so when he's alone, that's when his sadness comes out, and that's when he does feel the feels. I do feel like he can sometimes even sit alone with like low lights on and just think. Um, and now Fahman does feel like him and Sumbul do have to make a bigger plan now. Like they have to be more careful. So like I said, like at the same time, Fahmani does feel like the father is like sort of blocking things off, and yeah, he does feel like, they have to, find another solution now. How they can, because Fahman does not want to give up, you guys. Like I don't feel like he has given up. I don't feel like he does want to give up. He does want to do anything as long as him and Sumba can be together again. And here with the Two of Wands, he knows that it's something distance to maybe, fix things with the father, but he is still looking at it. He hasn't looked away. He's still looking at it, even though it's like far away, even though he feels like Simba's father is far away from him. He does feel like, I can look at this and I can achieve this. He's ready to, move his boat. He's ready to move things with Sumbul, even though it is a far away from him. He's still looking at it and wanting to dive and go more deeper, okay? And he is very protective of somebody, guys. Like he really cares about her a lot, and he does really care a lot about her feelings, and so he does really want to take things carefully, because he knows like when things can happen regarding her father, she really gets affected, and definitely he does want to take things carefully from now on, okay? All right, you guys, so now let's get into Sumba's energy. Let's see now, what is Sumba's current energy towards Fahman? What is Sumba's current energy towards Fahman? What is Sumba's current energy towards him right now? Yeah. Sumba feels a lot of swords in her back. Yeah. So like I said, I do feel like Sumba does feel a lot of swords in her back regarding the situation that has happened recently. And I told you guys what happened in that situation. I got it like very clearly that day, so I'm convinced that's what happened, okay? Because it just makes sense. And she knows Fahman is like really fiery right now. He is ready to take a bold move. He's ready to go ahead. He's ready to fight for her. She knows that. And so she feels a lot of swords that when they really planned things and they were ready to just start this new beginning, something happened. And that's why she does feel hurt. And right now she does feel she's not really sure what to do. She misses him a lot. She really misses Fahman a lot these days. And she really wants to work with him. She really misses working with him. She really misses the time they worked with each other. And he with the Hierophant, she really wants to marry him. And she feels like their love is really, they both just love each other unconditionally, and she loves him a lot. Like she loves him a lot to the point that she is ready to marry him any moment, you guys. But like I said, like there's a lot of obstacles, okay? And yeah, so I don't feel like they gave up, you guys. I do feel like they both still want a new beginning, but right now they do feel hurt about what happened last week that I did see, okay? So let me get more information, and let me see if I can pick up anything in the future that can happen. What is going to be happening moving forward as well? Any other information regarding Sumbul's feelings right now, and what else can happen in the future between Sumbul and Fahman? Yeah. Sumbul just feels really hurt. Not from Fahman, but because, what the situation happened. Yeah. Yeah, you guys, so like I feel like Sumbul is like more down than Fahman. I feel like she is feeling down, that she does feel like their plans just like burned in front of their both his eyes. I do feel like they sat and they planned things for a while, okay? I feel like they have really deep discussions, and Fahman was like mainly the person that plan things out. And I feel like here with the Six of Wands, she really did want to feel that their love won and that they got victory, because she did really feel very hopeful. But right now I do see with the Tower that she does feel like things have burned. Their plan has burned, whatever they planned, because her father has blocked things off when she talked to him, I feel. Okay, but I don't feel like, you guys, she did tell him very clearly. So she did tell him in an indirect way just to test the waters. But still, she did, feel that he was like sort of blocking things, okay? Yeah, I feel like Sumbul from now on does feel like her and Fahmaan need to take things very carefully from now on if they're gonna plan more, okay? But you guys, I do not feel like they gave up. I still do feel like they still want to fight for their love. Okay. Before I go to the oracle, I want to see if I can see if there's anything that is going to be upcoming for Sumbul and Fahmaan. Any change of energy, anything that can be upcoming. Anything that can be upcoming for Sumbul and Fahmaan. Are they going to meet up in their future? Is there going to be a reunion? Is there going to be able for them to fix things? Okay, guys. So, they right now do feel really tied up. They feel really hanged up. They feel they have to be careful from now on. But really, they both just have a lot. They wish a lot regarding each other. They really want a lot regarding each other. But the thing is that they feel like Simba's father right now, he's just holding his sword and he's not, gonna, you know, let his sword down anytime soon. So they just are gonna feel in the next upcoming time, I do feel like they're gonna feel really undecided. But I do feel like there can be a reaching point of them to balance things out, especially if a good project comes. Like I said to you guys that I do feel like there is a project. But I feel like what can make things and make Sumba's father really, accept Fahmaan and for them to fully focus things is a project. The project is going to change everything, and I've always said this. So if a good project comes, a very good project that Sumba's father does feel like this project is good, then he's going to allow Sumbul and Fahmaan to work together. And from there, I feel like things can fix up, okay? But yeah, I feel like the project is what can change things for them. Like if they manage to get a project and they manage to work together, that's gonna be the changing point, okay? Because Sumbul and Fahmaan, it's not that they haven't tried with things other than the project. They have tried, and right now I do feel like they planned, but when Sumbul did open things to her father, she did feel like he wasn't really open to the idea. Okay, but I do feel like a project is really gonna make his heart, lean and, be okay with her and Fahmaan. Okay. Alright, now let's get into the oracles and let's see. Any messages for Sumbul and Fahmaan from the universe? Any messages from Sumbul and Fahmaan from the universe? Let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. Okay, so maybe the universe does feel like maybe Sumbul and Fahmaan should let things go naturally, let things go as they're meant to be, because there's, like I said, you guys, like maybe there's obstacles because right now things are not meant to happen at this time, and maybe that's why obstacles just keep happening and coming in Sumbul and Fahman's way. But I do feel like definitely at the end of the day, there's gonna be celebration for Sumbul and Fahman. I do feel like there's gonna be victory, but why things keep getting messed up is because maybe it's not the right time. Maybe there's a better time for them. And so the universe is telling Sumbul and Fahmaan to let go of control issues. Just let the situation to unfold naturally. Just like for them to not, try to control things and let the situation unfold naturally, because the universe does have something planned for them, but maybe it's not meant to happen right now. And I don't know if you guys saw my live that I did last weekend, and one of you guys did ask me about Sumbul and Fahman's past life, and I saw a very deep vision for them. I know that I maybe did have visions for SuMaan readings. I know I didn't have much, but I do have a lot of visions on a normal basis. And my visions, you guys, they have always been about maybe a certain scene that happens in present, or maybe something that happened in the past, but they never involved past life. It's like I went through a time capsule and I saw a scene that happened regarding Sumbul and Fahmaan in their past life. And it was like a very deep vision. And I saw it live. Like for those who attended, they did see what my reaction was. And it was like a very deep vision. And I saw their past life. It was a really crazy thing for me because I never saw someone's past life. It was like a very new thing to me. And I know I, as an intuitive person, I always develop, and I, at that certain moment at the live, I developed and I saw a vision from their past life. And that is very crazy for me to see something that is like in a past life, like years way back. And definitely it was like an old cottage. And I did see in my cards first, I did see that like in my cards that in their past life they were about to get married, but things happened where one of them had passed away. And I want to say that that person was Fahmaan in the vision I saw from the past life. So it was like I felt like things were about to get to marriage for Sumbul and Fahmaan. And then in their past life, Fahmaan, or whatever his name was in his past life, he got murdered first before they even got married. And that murder was someone around Sumbul's family in her past life. Okay? And it was a very heavy scene. I even really had to breathe in the live. I really was out of breath. I was having a very heavy heart. And it just really showed me a lot of sorrow of what Sumbul was feeling, because she was right about to get married. I feel like they were really about to get married, and then something happened where things did not end up in the best way, and Sumbul was left heartbroken. And I do feel like that scene was a reality, because I did pick it in my cards, and then right away I saw a flash, a vision of what it looked like, and it was a very heavy vision. But you guys, I don't feel like in their past life, I don't feel like that right now their present life is going to be the same as their past life, because I do feel like people get rebirth, and maybe people do experience a new life because they are trying to make up whatever happened in the past life. Like if Sumbul and Fahmaan did end up in a bad way in their past life and things did not end in their favor because of someone's negative intent, like it's not like they ended in a bad way. They were about to get married, but someone did murder, okay? And so it was really heavy, that what the ever scene I saw. But I said in my live, and I say this as well, I do feel like this present life of them is gonna end in a good way, because in their past life they had so much difficulties, and in this life as well they have a lot of difficulties, but they were meant to come to this life so they can start a new beginning. And that's why I always tell you guys that I feel like no matter how time it takes, I feel like they will find their way at the end. Alright, so let me get more cards for Sumbul and Fahmaan. What else does the universe want to tell the two of them? I need messages from the universe. Let your friends help you. Okay, so the universe is telling Sumbul Fahmaan to ask and accept support from others. I do feel like they do have mutual friends, and maybe those friends can help them at a certain time. So the universe always, this card comes a lot for them, that let your friends help you. Let your mutual friends help you both. And they can probably help them in their current situation. Yeah, wedding. This situation involves marriage. You guys, they both really want to get married to each other. And I do feel like definitely, if they're meant to be, definitely they're going to get married, you guys. I do definitely feel like they're going to get married, okay? No matter how much the obstacles is, I do feel like they will get married at the end of the day, all right? But like I said, like things are moving slowly because maybe right now it's not the right time. And you guys have noticed like there's a lot of delays, but what happens is they both keep trying. They do have a special connection. They do have a soulmate connection, a twin flame connection, and a past life connection. Last thing, anything upcoming for Sumbul and Fahmaan that can happen in the future? Forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moment. So definitely there needs to be a forgiving and learning. Not between Sumbul and Fahmaan, but I do feel like between Sumbul's father. And that is very important to happen. And I do feel like before anything happens between them, that forgiving and learning needs to happen, because that is going to be so they can both experience more love in their present moments. Okay, that is like a very big obstacle. And I do feel like once that forgiving and learning happens, things are gonna move forward. And if you guys ask me that, yes, if they're gonna fix things with Sumba's dad, yes, I do feel like they will. Okay, they will, definitely will, but it will happen at its own time. And I told you guys that I feel like Sumba's dad, he changes his mind a lot. Like some day he's okay with it, some days he's not. Like I always pick all those sort of energies from him. So it honestly depends on the day, and it depends on what other factors he can see. Okay. But definitely, I do feel like a forgiving a learning situation is going to be happening in the future before anything else, because that is very important. Okay. And last thing I'm gonna check is any hidden truth from Sumbul. Anything that Sumbul wants to tell Fahmaan. Anything that Sumbul wants to tell Fahmaan. We will be together again. Yes, somebody does want to tell Fahmaan we will be together again. Like I told you guys, they did not give up. They still have hope. And somebody does know that her and Fahmaan are gonna be together again, and that's what her intuition tells her, you guys. Her intuition does tell her that her and Fahmaan are gonna be reunited there. Her and Fahmaan are gonna be together again. And definitely that is her hidden truth. Maybe at sometimes that she can see that she doesn't care. Maybe she can see that she forgot about Fahmaan, but like her heart does have a lot. And Sumbul, you guys, she is very good at hiding her feelings, and so she really can show something when she actually inside her heart she can't, and she doesn't even show it in front of her family that she does want to be with Fahmaan. So definitely in front of media, maybe people, she can really show something that she doesn't actually feel, but she actually loves him a lot. Okay, one more for Sumbul. What else does Sumbul want to tell Fahmaan? I wish I could share my good news with you. Okay, so maybe Sumbul does have some good news, or maybe something that she does want to share with Fahmaan, but maybe right now she is not able to. Because I did tell you guys that maybe if like Sumbul did tell her father about her and Fahmaan, I do feel like she did tell him things like in a little way, but like not very much. But I do feel like if she did tell him things about her and Fahmaan, then it's going to be difficult for them to contact, because her dad is going to be, putting his eye out. So I feel like right now she does want to share something with Fahmaan. She does want to share maybe her happiness, or maybe she does want to talk about her day with Fahmaan, and she does want to talk about him, and she misses him a lot. But she's not able to, maybe because right now, like I said, I do feel like they're going to be careful right now, okay? Now, for Fahmaan, what is Fahmaan's hidden truth regarding Sumbul? What is Fahmaan's hidden truth regarding Sumbul? I don't react when people mention you. Okay, so maybe Fahmaan does try a lot to not react. Yes, and I love you unconditionally. This also popped out. So, Fahmaan, first of all, he does try to not react maybe when people mention Sumbul, because you guys, he tries his best to not react. Maybe when people ask him about Sumbul, he tries his best to not react, to maybe not show anything, because right away when people mention her name, I feel like he gets really blushy, he gets really happy, like just by people mentioning Sumbul, his feelings just flutter again, like he starts getting butterflies, and he just, like just one mentioning her name, like he smiles. So he tries as much as he can to not react when people mention her. Okay, it's not that he doesn't care about her no more, or no, but I do feel like he doesn't want to feed things, especially if it's like media. He does not want to give a comment or anything, because already a lot of negativity happened. Okay, so he tries his best to not react when people mention her. Okay, and as well as like whatever happens between Sumbul and Fahmaan, it is between them. I don't feel like Fahmaan does share with other people that he does contact Sumbul, or he doesn't, or Sumbul doesn't share with her family and friends what she does talk and do with Fahmaan. So definitely they both are trying to be undercover. That's what I'm trying to say. And here with I love you conditionally, Fahmaan loves Sumbul unconditionally. And I did say this at the beginning of the reading, that they both love each other very unconditionally. Their love is unconditional. They love each other a lot, and they love each other with no conditions. They don't have rules for their love. They don't have judgments in their love. They love each other just the way they are. They love each other no matter what. And even after all that happened, they still want to fix things. They still want a new beginning with each other. And that just shows how deep their bond is, because their bond is not just in this life, it's also a past life connection, and they're soulmates. So they're gonna find their way at the end of the day, you guys. Okay, and I really hope you guys enjoyed this reading of Sumbul and Fahmaan, and see you guys next time. Bye.